playing DJ. Who is king in SF? A grappler? Probably Geeth. Trying to fap to sleep, can't think of nothing lol. There couldn't be others in the chat. Eyes. Practice may bore me to sleep. No design.
Versus one-on-one.
Next up, stage selection.
Rangers Hut.
Our fighters will want to pick the appropriate character for this match.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying, If they ever try to check me, I ain't gonna let them wreck me. The pain remains. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent. The struggle made the realest man you ever met. Isn't it evident? Ain't stopped before, not planning on stopping now. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy.
Low.
They gon' label me. Put in work, I did my
Low.
keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love of winning, spot of all the hate. They gon' say what they gon' say regardless. Not afraid to fail, I try my hardest. Power up, the time is now, I got this, I'm on fire.
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making a mess.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Continue on the scene. My pleasure.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Staves off the cross-up. Well-timed command break there. Both sides looking for an opening. Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Gets right in there. Decides to meet them in the air. Beautiful setup, but then heats it up with a combo into super. Can't keep track of these corner switches. Not shy with the grab. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Jump. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. The Condor wind added a bit of juice to that attack. That's gonna leave him rattled. Both fighters planning something? Player
Early highest LDL.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch?
Yeah, command grabs do too much.
Reads them. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage?
Break 'em.
Will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. From up above. Goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how Cage perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Tries to catch them out with the arc step. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Smart play with the throw. Saw that coming. Watch out! Hooks him! This is going to deal some big damage! Oh, snipe! That's gonna leave him rattled. What now? The next touch may decide this round. No! Critical art now? Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet.
Low.
Best believe it's time for
Yeah,
that
this crazy low.
Mexican typhoon. Did well to get the buff in there.
That was bad, bro.
Denies that throw attempt. These two fighters are perfectly synced.
Get those.
Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. What's the play here? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. The jump in is denied. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Reacts to the throw. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch
He just did a random assault.
could turn this around in their favor. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Gets it in there. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets them. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? Not close enough for the throw. Bumps up. There's a change of sides. Knockdown and the Condor wind added a bit of juice to that attack.
Save Lili's hair.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch.
This character is ridiculous.
Combo with the target combo. Opts for the throw.
Here we go.
Was well in range to score the throw.
Well, I'm going to play her third.
But they can't let their guard down. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them?
Has basically Talon.
Life lead opens up. One chance hits the drop tap to close it. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Coach brushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? It's a good spot to use the super. Goes end to end with a breezing hop. Nice get. Gets them with the anti-air. There's the wall spike. They can't do anything now. Player one is working with a better kick. Burnout activates. Player one, putting the cherry on top. 3KO. That's what happens
Hope she doesn't have holes.
all of your chances.
CPU is dubs as how. Holds.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't
He's a grappler.
grabs him. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack.
Season 2.
Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
Like G.A.M.E.
In the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Reads them. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Not shy with the grab. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. One combo can end this round right now. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? A quick breather. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. Quarter finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. It's a good spot to use the super. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. The low kick hits. Sees the overhead coming. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Tomahawk buster to shut him down. Both absolutely refusing to give up from. Putting the cherry on top. Brings the front above with the hook. What a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with jump in? Who's going to steal this win? Pump nothing but air! Still, no! This will break them! Player 2, use the low! Both sides getting ready! Jump! Gotta do better than that! Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. The jump in is denied. Reads the jump in perfectly. Dangerous throws that off. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Amazing. Medium kick. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Noticeable hop for the freezing hop. No, it's enough. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
And rating inputs.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
As going to be my first grappler.
With a medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Slips the grab. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Damn, you still didn't win one.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Mexican Typhoon! Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drop in there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to puff up while they can.
You know we're good when the CPU is no longer a challenge. Goals.
Trips him up. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Neither of them willing to back off. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Reads them. Knockdown. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Manages to block the jump in as they can't squander this punish counter chance. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Their spacing finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? The jump-in is denied. Brushes off the impact. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Throws them. What's next? The low doesn't connect. Oh, they're in the corner now. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Springs forward with the drive rush. Are we going to see a comeback here? Jump goes to the air. Scuffle. How did they read that throw? Yes, drive impact for the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Drive impact misses. It's time to fade out the low kick. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cook and whip. They're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. What are they gonna do? A jump in? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Off for the freezing hop. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Crowns them from above. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Fire coming through. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Reads the throw and escapes. Player 1 has them turning them inside out and throwing them into the fifth first round begins and reaches some big damage. They exchange blows. Risky up-close scrap still going. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Did well to get the buff in. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? They get driven into the walls, breaking their guard. Now that's how you use an impact. There's a change of sides. Knockdown and... Player very solid Tomahawk Buster. Hopes with a medium kick. Looking to impress with this super. Bumps up. Anti-air in the clutch. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
Here we go.
No! Missile break in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Combo with the target combo. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Nails the anti-air. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Reads them. Decides to buff up while they can. Rushes that off and keeps going. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their driver experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive beam. This is a very precarious situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps is very solid Tomahawk Buster. In there! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Not shy with her.
Open punish.
There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Reads them. Gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throws them. What's next? Player 2 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Looking for a chance. Anti-air drops them. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Vagabond and sends them flying. Just goes for it at this range. The Thunderbird strikes true. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Pops them hard. Okay, here we go. Turning them inside out and throwing. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home.
That grab she has comes out of nowhere. It's stupid. I can't see it coming. Deep command grabs makes sense because his size gives you an idea of where he can grab from. But her size don't give you clear information on his range or where you can stand. And the CPU is grabbing my swings.
Stepping up for the rematch.
Damn 0 to 10.
They hit each other. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Well-timed command throw there. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Strings it all together. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump in catches them. Shows a medium kick. Mexican typhoon! Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Was hungry for the grab. Knockdown and super arc on deck for both sides experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Just goes for it at this range.
They're so supposed to just ready up for grabs.
Player 2.
Wow, down, 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 down.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Duck it. CPU grapplers is always cheap either way.
They're still
But
hungry.
damn,
Both sides stepping up for the
just
rematch.
start ducking when it's her turn.
Was hungry for the grab. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. The jump in catches them. Taking stock. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Was looking for that jump attack. Connects with medium kick. Knockdown and KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has a slight
Oh, raw super.
jumps up. Shows a medium kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Going in. Super clutch corner switch. Low heavy. Hot nothing but air. Vagabond and Sense. It's a good spot to use the super. Cushion beat assaults them from the air. Amazing. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open reads the jump in perfectly. Setting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Throws them. Knockdown and drop and whiffs. They're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Low heavy. Keeps them out. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Hugs nothing but air. Drops them hard. No, this will break them. Okay, here we go. Drive rush. Hooks them. This is going to deal some big damage. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Clutch parry. Reads the jump in perfectly.
Gets them in the air.
Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Yummy.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That's gonna leave them rattled. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a stopping bot.
Here we go.
Watch out! Typhoon coming through. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them is willing to back off here. Bops him with a target catch. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. Snipes him out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of accounting. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters planning something? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They return to center stage. That's gonna leave them rattled. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Just goes for it at this range. This Thunderbird's gonna sting. Player 2 is mounting a cup. Oh my god, they just choked it up. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Turning them inside out and throwing them into the spin cycle. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. Meets them air to air. Good judgment there. Off for the freezing hop. Oh, combo. Let's go. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Turns out.
What's the music for?
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're
It's
still
her buck for landing super.
both sides stepping up for the rematch. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? The command grab doesn't make it. Next up, these two fighters are perfectly synced. Does a good job of pushing back. Well-timed command throw there. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Avoids getting cornered. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Life lead opens up. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Oh, got too eager. Brushes that off and keeps going. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. They're backed up into the corner. What'll happen here? There's a change of side. Risky up-close scrap still going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Vagabond and sends them flying. Anticipated that throw. There's a burnout. Vagabond forever elevator. Player 1 is in a this can lead to some big damage. Really says welcome to the club. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is it. Turning them inside out and throwing them into the spin cycle. Player 2 with a...
Oh wait, why you pick Lily?
There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Ooh, what a smart throw. Drives it back, misses. Amazing. Low heavy. Keeps him out. The low kick connects with the throw. What now? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh, the throw connects. Dangerous. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. More fuel to the fire. Hook him up. I can't believe it. A real test of nerves here. Catches out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. They are done! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
In Kimberly, what are you looking at?
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Smart play.
Season 2 fight.
Good work staying in throw range there. The jump in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jump in finds the mark. Takes the chance to hurt him. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Reads them. Decides to buff up while they can. Not shy with the grab. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Steals back a chance. Uses the target combo as a filler. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. We have super arts on deck. Crowns them from above. Noticeable life lead. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What's next? Big forward rush. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Start. Oh my God! They just choked it up. Backs them into the throw connects. Tricky hidden variable. Catches them out. Go out of sight. There's a burnout. Player 1 is on nothing but air. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? That back row was huge. Switch sides. This is gonna hurt. Ugh, take us. Goes to the air. Escape denied. It is over.
Will can't wait for Lily mods.
Made some smart moves there. Great game.
Okay. We here. And I picked her because she cool.
Online. Ready to match.
We're getting good now. Oh. My avatar ain't save, but ugly Martian. Oh Mal. Not Alda, where my avatar from the beta? That avatar was horrendous anyway, try again. Google it. Booty booty butt. Hey you good fam? Lol MK.
Fighting ground.
No asterisk.
First online. Custom room. Race match.
Ass dick and balls.
Special versus special match. Versus practice. Arcade rack versus rack arcade.
ITHK my insomnia is wearing off.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
On the scene!
Don't expect me to be a pusher. Round one.
Fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. That drive impact is blocked. Will this super art connect? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? The jump in is denied. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Those are the
I hate this game.
shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it?
Roll. WTF is modern the fucking standard. YID on fuck W2D. That's beyond stupid. Spam cards. Spam cards. Can you avoid those players? He was probably Fugman 6. Fucking 5 asterisk. It's fine if I have fucking classic controls.
Fighting round. Online. Ready to match. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Continue on.
Again, it's the ease of access shit that ruins games.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. He puts one in the pocket. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities.
Trying too far, taken over with it.
Grabs him. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn the KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in.
It's modern again.
Their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Combo with the target combo. Torso cleaver dices. The jump in is denied. Knockdown and player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to
As long as you can avoid such players, it's fine.
or play it safe and conservative. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. You picked a good spot to use the super. Kushin beats assaults them from the air. What'll happen here? Player 1 is in a very good spot. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round.
Note it's forcing the control type.
Starts and fades out the low kick. From low heavy to time for a drink. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player 2 will look to apply sniped. Looking to follow up after that target combo. A jump in? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart play!
Take that gourd away! He's maxed out!
Ken throws him! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Okay, here we go. They're in range. We gonna see a jump hit out of nowhere. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
I hate this fucking game. This is fucking insane. You lost to Sephiroth. It should never be the fucking standard.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The command grab doesn't make it. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Definitely shuts out the junker. Takes a trip. A little too greedy there. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Tries to get them out with the arc step. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Knockdown and big throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both fighters have a full it's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh, they're in the corner now, experiencing burnout. Drives and back misses. No, this'll break them. Both sides getting ready. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Whoa, critical art now. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. The last round brushes that off and keeps going. Genius read with that throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Fights back with authority. Arc step. Oh, here we go. Dangerous range here. Tries to catch up. No, this'll break him. Gets the corner switch. It might, no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Amazing. Gotta do better than that. Knocked him out of the air. Player one is in a there's a burnout. Big time whip. What a finish. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Terrible. GB.
Here
GG.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Oh snap, G.A.M.E.
No mercy.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The combo's there. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. What's
Easy
their game plan
character.
here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings through KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Vagabond and sends them flying. Jump. Side switch in the corner. Going in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Burnout activates. Scrapping it out. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. And whip! They're wide open! Player the low! Knockdown and the throw!
He has a 4-win streak low.
This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be blocked. Super hard incoming. Throw is denied. What a read! Blocks the low kick. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Too defensive.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with a safe stuff with that target combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What are they thinking here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 doesn't, and a super
He
activation.
was just swing.
To score some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Shows the medium kick. Taking stock. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Shows a medium kick. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Parry! Tries to catch him out with the arch slip. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drives. In there! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Low.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Starting to sweat a bit. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Blocks the low heavy. Decides to meet them in the air. Which one of these fighters has what it takes to close out this round? Jumps up, blocks the impact. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above.
Stack him on and sends them flying.
Box him with a target combo. Porter makes it hard to escape. Little experiencing burnout. Knockdown and player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Looking to impress with this super. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Lots of aggression from both sides. Trips him up. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. All right, what's coming up next? Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Heading into the end game now, it's getting to KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. What nice tech. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Holds out with the block. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They got to be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Zones with the fireball. The low. What'll happen? The low kick hits. Looking for a chance. Not close enough for the throw. Either fighter can use drive now. Doing some quick planning? Oh, the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Overhead. Goes to the overdrive. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Up tap to close it. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Pokes with a medium kick. The jump-in is denied. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes a trip. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Zones with the fireball. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Blocks it. So, what's next? Quick dash in. Jumps, sets up with the jump-in. Knockdown and are we gonna see a comeback here? Gotta be careful not the drive impact doesn't work. G.A.M.E kicks for a mix-up.
Dashes out the cage right there.
Is it going to hit for a critical art? You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Projectile to try and change the situation. Sticks the combo. Blocks it. Quick dash it. Jumps. There's a change of side. Gets out of the corner. Player 1. It's a good spot to use a super. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Close range projectile. Hold your breath. Yes, drive impact for the win. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Checking their opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Player 2 is just about out of drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Sticks the jump in. Gets him. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Vagabond and sends them flying. Sneaks in above. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player experiencing burnout. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. In there. Player 2 gained a hard fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Okay, they trade hits. Picks the drive reversal. Just like that there, drive reversals let you counter while guarding. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 is just about out of drive right now. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Box him with a target combo. Vagabond Edge sends him flying. Hits him with a Vagabond Edge. Jumps. There's a change of sides. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 needs to use forward throw, laying the pressure on things. Goes out of sight. Life lead is there, but still anyone's anti-air in the clutch. Both sides get it. Oh, what a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Deftly shuts out the jump in. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. What's their game plan here if this critic gets? Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure.
Vagabond and sends them flying.
Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Shows a medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Grabs and throws him away. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in.
Drives it back, misses. Opts for the critical art. Raging Typhoon connects. Round and round they go. They're in for one rough landing.
Player 1 can't afford the stakes without that drive gauge.
The low kick hits. This may turn into a big chance. Solid anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but whips it flatlines us. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps.
The attack is parried. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, combo with the target combo. Uses the parry. Player 1 is just about out of drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. Player 1 in trouble with no drive.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Just goes for it at this range. Each hit is so important here. Knockdown and...
Drive usage is back, experiencing burnout. Player 2 can't afford to wins out in the battle of the skies.
Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Slides and goes for the legs. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep.
Tomahawk buster.
Pops up. Going on the offensive.
Knockdown and...
Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather.
Drops him hard.
Player 2 will have to deal with a super art.
Excellent read.
Uses the target combo as a filler.
Here comes the corner pressure.
A jump. Reads the jump in perfectly. Throws him.
Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. And what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jump! This unleashes some big damage. Goes end-to-end with a Breezing Hawk. Nice damage. Player 2 meets them air-to-air.
Barely blocks the jump in.
Harry connects. Drives it back, misses. More fuel to the fire. Took them up for the Breezing Hawk.
Okay, here we go.
Player 1 throws them. Here comes the corner, but perfect execution with the anti-air. Genius read with that throw escape. Player 1 may be able to pull a what a finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. side stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. The jump in is denied. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Oh, burnout on both sides? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Okay, they trade hits. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Blocks it! Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Sneaks in above! Breaks the block with a throw. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Holds out with the block. Were they baiting them into that? It's a good spot to use the super. Cushion beats Assaulta, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Goes for the jump in to start. Grabs and throws him away. Jumps. Vagabond and sends him flying. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner lead. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Special verse are unlocked.